we now invite you to please stand as we welcome Angelina Statyeva to sing and perform the Ukrainian national anthem.
Let's see you, Tim.
Angelina Statyeva. And now to perform our American national anthem, please welcome Marissa Ann.
So proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? In the hall of the brave.
Marissa Ann.
Our main event is coming up next. Vasill Lomachenko versus Джемейн Ортіс. And these two have been across the ring from each other before, albeit with headgear and lighter gloves, as they have sparred each other in the past. Let's first listen to Vasill Lomachenko talk about experience sparring Джемейн Ортіс.
Джемейн Ортіс!
He was in my camp and helped me to prepare to my opponent, Richard Comey. And he always tried to show his style. You prepare to your opponent like in just a sparring partner. It can be a very, very big trouble. So I prepare very, very hard, and I prepare like always, and I focus on my opponent very serious.
Джемейн, you sparred extensively with Vasily for the Richard Comey fight. What did you take from that experience?
It was a great experience being in there with him and just to see how our footwork matched the person across the ring from you can definitely bring out the best out of you. I've gotten a lot of rounds with him, 5 weeks sparring.
Whose advantage is that? Yours or his, ultimately?
That's real tough to say. I really think that's tough. Sparring is sparring. It's not, you're not going all out. I was just trying to imitate Richard Comey as much as possible.
What tendencies did you notice watching him as a fighter or sparring with him?
One, he's a late starter. If you watch him long enough, it's the same thing over and over and over again. So if you got that down packed, you're gonna know what's coming.
It's very important because if I won this fight, the next step will be undisputed fight. That's why this fight very important for me.
This is the statement fight right here. This is the fight where you leave everybody wanting more.
First goal was be a first world champion in the professional boxing. And the second goal, it was be undisputed world champion. And now it's approximately 10 years from my start like a pro. I hold this goal in my head, in my heart, and I prepare for this moment. And I need this chance one more time.
Our main event is just moments away. These two will be making their ring walks here at the Hulu Theater. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday at the weigh-ins. This fight at lightweight, 135 pounds. There is Джемейн Ортіс coming in at 134. Loma coming in at 134.6. Face to face after Ортіс lifted up his glasses. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape, Jamel.
Tail of the tape, Lomachenko versus Ортіс. Lomachenko standing at 5'7", Ортіs is 1 inch height advantage, and Ортіs having a 3.5 reach advantage over the Matrix.
Making his way to the ring first will be the technician from Worcester, Massachusetts, Джемейн Ортіс. His last fight was a unanimous decision victory over my partner here, Jamel Herring. Jamel is a southpaw and feels like that really helped prepare him for this opportunity against Lomachenko as well, now fighting a second consecutive southpaw as he makes his way to the ring for the biggest fight of his career. Definitely dressed for the occasion.
Yes.
I appreciate the long coat and the blinged out shoes.
The bedazzled.
I know, very nice, very nice. And I expect the crowd to make a lot of noise here for Loma, Vasily Lomachenko, making his return to the ring now. After 10 months out of the ring, and of course, wearing that Ukrainian flag with so much pride, as his country has been through so much in the recent months. Vasily knows all about that firsthand as he defended his country on territorial lines as part of a territory defense battalion. He has won 3 world titles in as many divisions. He is a 2-time Ukrainian Olympic gold medalist. He is ranked #1 by the WBC, WBO, 3 by the IBF, and 4 by the WBA, but nothing would mean more for him than to get a victory tonight and punch his ticket to once again get a chance to regain what he says are his belts and become undisputed. That is his ultimate goal. But that doesn't happen unless he gets past the undefeated Jemейн Ортіс. His father, as always, by his side, Anatoly. Manager Igis Klimas, and here's Mark Chanot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the Hulu Theater at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum. Brought to you this evening by Boost Mobile, Money is Power, by Bud Light, the official beer of celebrations, and by AutoZone, get in the zone. Our judges at ringside, Mark Constantino, Frank Lombardi, and John McKay. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Mr. Charlie Fitch. And now to everyone here inside Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden. This is boxing. This is Top Rank. And this is the main event! 12 rounds for the NABF lightweight title. Introducing out of the blue corner, presented in association with Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment and Sports. He weighed in at 134 pounds, wearing white trunks with red and gold trim. His record, 16 victories, no defeats, 1 draw. 8 of those victories coming by way of knockout. He is the WBC #8 lightweight contender from Worcester, Massachusetts, Джемейн the Technician Ортіс. Introducing out of the red corner, he weighed in at 134.6 pounds, wearing camouflage with black. His record, 16 victories, 2 defeats, 11 victories coming by way of knockout. He is the former featherweight world champion, the former junior lightweight world champion, the former unified lightweight world champion, the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ackerman, Ukraine, Vasilie Lomachenko!
Vasilie, chief second. Good evening, Jemейн. Good evening, Vasilie. Gentlemen, you both know the rules. Obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves now, come out fighting at the bell.
All right, Charlie Fitch, the 3rd man in the ring tonight. Christina Poncher and Jamel Herring here with you ringside from the Hulu Theater in New York City. The return of Vasilie Lomachenko after 10 months out of the ring. Jemейн Ортіс coming off a career best win
Over the
back
great
in
one.
May over the great one. Jamel Herring, who is Joining me on the broadcast tonight, here we go. Right away, you see the difference in stance. Vasily Lomachenko is a southpaw. Jemейн Ortiz, orthodox.
He's a switch hitter as well. Ortiz is a switch hitter. He'll fight orthodox for a minute, and he can also fight at southpaw as well.
Something important to note, Jemейн Ortiz did say he knows Lomachenko has a tendency to be a slow starter. He'd like to jump on him early and get a couple rounds in the bank. Chance of Loma breaking out here early in the Hulu Theater as Ortiz pops out the jab.
And one of Ortiz's strengths that I know from being in with him is that he's constantly throwing punches, you know, to keep you guessing and busy, as you see right now. And I believe that's what he has to do, especially if you watch the fight with Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. Teofimo always kept something in Lomachenko's face to get him from starting his own arsenal and basically bringing out that arsenal that we all refer to as the Matrix.
And Jemейn Ortiz is very familiar with him. We've said it time and time again, they are former sparring partners, but he also has watched all of Lomachenko's fights. He says he looked up to him. He even went as far to say that he idolized him when he was young. He used to try to imitate things that he did.
Good counter from Ortiz. Catching Lomachenko, diving in a little bit.
Lomachenko, 3-division world champion, former pound-for-pound fighter. Many still believe he's at least in the top 10 of pound-for-pound despite his losses. And you can see the hand speed there of Ortiz on display here in round one. Nice jab there from Lomachenko. Loma, good counters and connects up top.
There you go.
Nice combination there, and Jemейн Ortiz holds.
You got to tie him up. You can't let Loma start that offense, especially because when you start the offense, he'll start moving on angles. So before he can turn, grab him.
Keep busy. Keep him behind the fence. Nothing. Let's go. Be first. Don't let him settle. There you go. Don't let him settle. There you go. Nice. Watch him.
Nothing. Ortiz has to use that size and physicality at times also. Lomachenko is very gifted, but at the same time, he's not the bigger man in this division.
And really never has been, right?
Yeah, he beats you with pure skill. And I can see a little whelp under Lomachenko's eye, if I see correctly in his right eye.
I think that might have just happened there at the end.
Yeah.
But to your point, in the side
fighter in Lomachenko,
he threw and landed more punches than did Lomachenko in that first round. And you're right, underneath the right eye, a small little bump, if you will, not necessarily bleeding, but contusion there under the right eye of Lomachenko here in round one.
And I like Ortiz being that he's aggressive and he's not afraid of the moment. He hasn't let the moment get to him, and he's clearly not afraid of the man in the myth of Lomachenko.
Good left hand landed there by Lomachenko. But to your point, he was very confident in the fighter meeting. Said, this has been God's plan. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be at this point in my career. I always dreamed about fighting Vasily Lomachenko. I feel like my last fight helped prepare me for this moment. But he is taking a big step up in opposition fighting Lomachenko. And in fact, is in his very first 12-round fight. And for a fighter that's known to take his opposition into deep waters, in fact, making many early opponents quit, that's no easy task, but he knows that.
And to Lomachenko's credit, you also got to take consideration that he hasn't fought in over a year now, and he's kind of getting that ring rust off as well. And he's first and kudos to Ortiz to point that out, that he knows that Lomachenko is a slow starter at times. Yes, it's very tough. It's very tough to fight anybody that you spar with because they're familiar with all your little tricks and trades and tools, and vice versa at times too.
Both ways,
and vice versa at times. But at the same time, you still have that confidence. Like, listen, I've been in with this guy like you said, 5 weeks, and that's plenty of time.
Oh, good shot right there from Lomachenko with the right hand. Ortiz smartly ties him up.
Keep that jab. Don't let him settle. Jab.
But that whelp under the eye is starting to get bigger as the round goes on.
And that's going to be peppered by that
jab. That's his best tool. That's his best tool. He changes angles with the jab, as you've seen.
Nice. Keep boxing. There you go. Stay in your rhythm. There you go. Keep him there.
And Ortiz, known as the technician, and Lomachenko respects that. He did say, he understands boxing.
Yeah.
And that's a big compliment from Lomachenko because
it's the angles. He gives angles just as well as Lomachenko. That's what frustrated the hell out of me when I fought him, if I'm being honest. I was like, man, this kid is all over the place, and I'm like, I can't get a read on him long enough to land something that's telling. Oh, nice jab from Lomachenko.
Really beautiful stuff here we're seeing in round 2. This one heated up quickly as Ortiz took another nice shot there from Loma. And there's a closer look at that mark, if you will. Russ Amber in the corner of Vasily Lomachenko as his cut man will get right to work on that as Russ Amber does so well. And there's kind of a cupping shot there from Ortiz.
Beating them joints up. Trust and believe, those shots to the elbows and arms, they hurt too.
And that could have possibly been where that abrasion actually came from underneath the right eye. We didn't see it too much prior to that. Something we'll keep an eye on. But right, exactly. Tip your bartender, tip your bartender. All right, round 3 in this 12-round scheduled fight. It's got off to a quicker start than we're used to seeing, at least on the Lomachenko side. But that's going according to plan then for Jemaine Ortiz.
This is the pace that Ortiz wants, though.
I mean, I could see the judges possibly giving that first round to Ortiz, but maybe that second round to Lomachenko. So we'll see as we have this one pushed along, but Loma definitely stepped it up more in that second round. You can see both of them and the angles and the footwork that they have on display. It's beautiful to watch. And you know what? I think Jemaine Ortiz summed it up great as he said it's going to be a dance battle.
Yeah,
that's the exact word he used.
They both are very. I believe their feet and their footwork is their best tool. Lomachenko has many tools, of course, but I believe his footwork has always been one of his best feats because he can change angles.
And Charlie Fitch has been quick on the brakes, too. I think that maybe was a point of emphasis from either side. And when they talk to the referee.
He's keeping the action going. And they're fighting at a very fast pace.
Oh. Nice combination there from Ortiz. Oh. That one caught him just on that last one. Lomachenko looking to try to just move out of the way with his footwork and then answers back with the right hand.
Look right. Jab, don't let him dig. Don't let him dig. Short fake to me. Short fake.
Ortiz's corner wanting him to keep the jab hand busy, not to let Lomachenko think.
He got caught though.
Little double step back as Lomachenko had him in the corner for a second.
Start turning combinations, baby, off the jab. Jab hook.
Good jab. Good jab from Ortiz. Good jab, double jab.
Arson, new arson, let's go.
The jab has definitely been the best tool.
Ortiz.
From Ortiz.
Oh, and there's a good left hand that got in there
Sneaky.
from Lomachenko. Very sneaky. But it has been important, and it has been true to the game plan to keep the jab busy. And Ortiz has done that.
There's a couple of shots with that beautiful jab that we've been seeing. But Lomachenko patient. And when he shoots, he shoots to hurt. Jab. Ortiz is probably, you know, he admired his work a little bit too much there, and he got caught with two good shots from Lomachenko. He has to be well aware at all times. You cannot fall asleep behind the wheel against a guy like Vasily Lomachenko.
And that's where you see that difference in the level of opposition that he's faced. Maybe some other guys, he could take that half a second, admire his work, if you will. Lomachenko's too smart for that.
Nope. And again, these guys they shared the ring together, maybe not in terms of a real fight, but they've been in a training camp together. 5 weeks, that's a long time to get familiar with anybody.
And that's for Lomachenko's last fight against Richard Comey, which was back in December. So we're not talking about years ago, we're talking about maybe a year ago.
And I love Ortiz, he always starts well with the jab. He just has to be consistent and stay like that for a full 3 minutes, which is hard to do because, like I said, Lomachenko, once he gets that motor running, you know, he's trouble for anybody, but Ortiz has to be sharp the entire round.
Nice. Back him up. There you go, at your back.
Good jab. Ortiz.
Nice.
Good combination.
You got a chance to get behind him there.
Oh, gotta watch out for that lead left hand from Lomachenko is dangerous.
Back to the jab. The jab gotta be fast. Sharp. How about? Short face in between them movements. Nice, there you go. Keep him right there.
I like how Ortiz, you know, he doesn't fully commit with power behind the jab, but he uses it to back you up to get him right back in the center of the ring if you watch carefully. Oh, nice little, you know, tricks right there, yeah. And on the inside, he roughs the smaller man of Lomachenko out.
And Fitch is letting them work.
Yeah. But Lomachenko has basically to get started because we don't want to see him in a situation where he had against Teofimo Lopez. When he allowed 5-6 rounds to go by before he really started, you know, showing his dominance.
Yeah, and I don't feel like that's really the case in this one because I did think he had a pretty good second round, even if the judges didn't give it to him. But I do think that Jemaine Ortiz is throwing a lot more punches and is coming on stronger here. Even if, to your point, they're not all scoring punches, it's enough to keep Lomachenko in more of a guard than on more of an offensive attack.
And then I like how when Ortiz, when he feels like Lomachenko gets in, tie him up. Especially if the referee's not calling it, just tie him up and use it to your advantage. Be physical. But at the beautiful angles of Lomachenko, though. Ortiz was just smart enough to grab a hold of something.
And some of the guys that have given Lomachenko more problems have been the younger guys, the stronger guys, the guys that throw a lot of punches and that are really busy.
Yeah, these young fighters, man, it could be a handful.
I mean, Lomachenko, 34 years old, Jemaine Ortiz, 26 years old.
Oh, nice combination from Ortiz.
And he gets caught with the counter, but Ortiz exuding a lot of confidence right here, the last minute of round 4. And they go toe-to-toe to the bell here in round 4. Back and forth action. Nice fight has broken out.
But again, these are the issues that I had I can remember the last 2 rounds of my fight against Ortiz, when he just kept punching. And for a minute, I honestly can say, I looked at you, Michaela, like, what's going on? Like, this guy is just like, I'm like,
his motor
just keeps going. I'm like, and I believe that's what cost me the fight when we fought against each other. It's just his output was just ridiculous.
Yeah, because you started so strong that fight.
Right.
You know what I mean? You guys were keeping up with each other, but he ended up just continuing to outwork and frustrate you.
Exactly.
Let's go. Be sharp, Jemaine. Get that jab out there.
Oh, nice right hand, or excuse me, left hand got in for Lomachenko. Set up off the jab, and again, Lomachenko's turning it up now here to start round 5. Landed 2 solid combinations to start the round, and again, all started off the jab of Lomachenko with the right hand. Again, best start to a round here for Lomachenko.
Definitely. And again, it's round 5. Like we pointed out earlier, usually round 5 or 6 when he gets started.
Ortiz knows that too.
Yeah. But I love how Ortiz is now. He's pushing Lomachenko backwards. Got to be physical. Got to be physical.
Stay busy, Jermaine. Stay busy. You got to be sharp and fast, baby. Watch your break the shots.
Sneaky shots they are, but they're both getting them in.
Now there's a little whelp under the left eye of Ortiz.
Excellent observation, and you know, their heads have come together a little bit in some of these clinches, and they're putting a little bit of the weight on each other. Ortiz visibly the bigger guy in there.
Nice, from there. Slide out, fake. Keep something out there. He's trying to hook on you. Too late. Jab. There you go. Nice.
Ortiz following instructions very well from his corner, which we are sitting right next to.
Yeah, he's very in sync with his corner. Every time his corner yells something to throw out, he throws it.
Good jab, good counter left hand then there by Lomachenko.
Very good fight.
Technically beautiful.
Yeah.
Push it back. Let's go. You're bigger than this dude.
Both good technicians.
Beat up.
Ortiz trying to use some feints with his footwork.
There you go. Hands out, baby. Nice.
Maybe trying to use some of his body language to let Lomachenko know, you're not going to get in my head.
Yeah.
You're not going to frustrate me. Something that he's done to a lot of his opponents in the past.
Oh, absolutely. He can beat you mentally.
He went through a series of time in his career where he made consecutive opponents quit on the stool.
Remember the Axeman?
Absolutely. Where's he been since?
I love how Ortiz is pushing forward, though.
Fantastic action once again there in round 5. And there's the mouse underneath the left eye of Ortiz that they're getting to work on now with the press. And there's another one.
Even it up now. Even up the
under the right eye of Lomachenko, which obviously goes to either fighter's lead hand, which is why it's on the opposite eye. Taking a look at the CompuBox numbers, well, we're 5 rounds in and almost identical in terms of total punches. In fact, they have both landed 43 total punches. The only difference, Jemaine Ortiz has thrown only 13 more. Really impressive in terms of, and really does speak to the quality of the fight that we've seen. I mean, 50-50, right down the middle in terms of the numbers here.
It's safe to say this is a very good competitive matchup for both men.
There you go. You got to get busy, baby. Punch. Nice. Short face off that. Back to the jab. Nice. Jermaine, you hold his arm. Watch that.
Oh, good body shot from Lomachenko.
Slide out.
That's something neither fighter has really done much of. Honestly, they have not invested in the body. In fact, Jemaine Ortiz has only thrown 2 total punches to the body, and that was in 1 round.
Overhand. Off the jab. Get on that jab. Dale un abrazo, Jermaine. Come on. Let me go. That jab.
I wonder if Ortiz is taking a break because he threw a lot of punches in these first six rounds. Exerted a lot of energy from dancing around, well, not dance, but move his foot movement, to, you know, constantly pumping that jab. But he definitely has to get off the ropes. Tie up, push him back, be physical.
Step off that.
Yeah, the pace had to slow down a little bit here in round 6, especially with the way round 5 ended. But Ortiz still trying to pop that jab out. There's a strong jab there from Lomachenko.
Let's go work, baby. Nice. Right here now. Nice. Turn.
Loma looking to hold there, but that was a good offensive attack from Ortiz.
The angles. Oh, and there's offense countering from Lomachenko.
Back to the jab. Keep it on his eye. You know, bust it on the end, brother. Let's go. Keep it. Yeah, let it roll, Silvio. Nice. I see it. Nice.
Even just clipping the arms, and there's some good uppercuts in the clinch. All those little things, right, to just keep Lomachenko thinking.
Nice counter from Ortiz.
Walk it back. Push the drop. Let's go, baby. Stay sharp. Nice. Where's the left? Where's the left? Nice.
There's some body work, finally.
Both of them.
Yep.
Chop him up, baby.
Good counter from Ortiz, but good jab, good amount of jab from Lomachenko. And this is Ortiz's strength. He likes to steal rounds.
At the very end.
Yes.
Yep.
Everything on the
And we are at the beginning of the second half of this fight, round 7.
And maybe they heard our call for the body attack, because both of them invested a little bit more in round 6. We are halfway through this scheduled 12-rounder. Christina Ponter and Jamel Herring here with you in what has been a very good, entertaining, technical, beautiful fight through the first 6 rounds. Very close fight.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh.
I mean, I think you'd find people in here that would say Ortiz is absolutely winning, and I'm sure you got a couple people thinking Lomachenko has even the score. Nonetheless, that's why they fight the fight, and Ortiz has stayed true to his game plan, stayed busy, utilized the jab, worked the angles, pressured. Lomachenko has had some great counters. You saw in that package, landed the right lead hand multiple times.
Be first. Be first. There you go. Be first. Be first.
I sure would like to know how Devin Haney sees how his fight's playing out. For sure, seeing that he's ringside.
Jab, sharp, move, baby.
But again, I can say from myself, from my own experience, I've been in a similar situation that Ortiz is in. When I fought Masahiko Ito, remember they're supposed to have a unification between Ito and Burchell, but then you had a guy like me who came in there and then set the whole show. Yeah.
Right?
So like boxing is unpredictable. Anything can happen. I'm not saying that Lomachenko is losing, but this is sure a good close fight in my opinion.
Good combinations there from Ortiz, showing some of his hand speed.
Yeah, them body shots have some effect. When have you seen Lomachenko take a step
And now
back
he's
like
taking
that?
a walk, some blood coming from the nose of Ortiz.
Move your head, nice. Keep working that body. Keep working that body.
Just a little trickle of blood from that left nostril before he let off on those offensive exchanges. And so far, good round for Jemaine Ortiz.
And to me, it's the hand speed. It's the hand speed. Ortiz, personally, he's not the biggest puncher, but he sure as hell throws a lot of punches, and he's quick. He's quick with his feet, and he's quick with his hands.
Good body shots there from Lomachenko.
Seems right now they both kind of fight in spurts. From how I'm looking at it, you know, Lomachenko he'll throw some combinations, then he'll take a walk. Ortiz, you can see too, he'll throw the flurries, and then you see him start gasping for air.
Let's go, get some motion, baby.
Watch Ortiz try to steal around. Close the show at least.
Yeah, he might not have had to steal that one. He might have just flat out won that.
Flat out won there, honestly. But he definitely loves to try to close out the rounds with something big.
they're telling Lomachenko to put on the pressure, to pressure Ortiz, and try to go for the eye.
Devin Haney seemed very interested in this fight right now.
Well, in all fairness, it is in between rounds. But Ortiz definitely ready for the moment and has more than held his own through 7 rounds against Vasily Lomachenko and could be winning this fight as we move on. It is close, and you know, you get the sense that one mistake by either guy is,
it could be crucial. And let's take a look closely. Ortiz's conditioning is pretty much been good in this matchup. When I thought about times, I thought he was slowing down and he was taking breathers. But for a guy like, you know, who has a high output level as Lomachenko, he's surely keeping up.
Yeah, I think round 5 was the only round that we said maybe he slowed down just slightly.
And he's sneaky. There's some sneaky uppercuts. And now he's trying to bully and muscle the smaller man, Lomachenko.
Back to the jab. Behind the fence.
As he should.
Yeah. Use all. Yeah. Listen, Lou. Use every asset that you possibly can to give a great fighter in Lomachenko.
To the jab. Be careful doing that. Work in there, Jemaine. Stay busy. Let's go. Be first.
Even stuff like that, where he uses shoulder a little bit to get himself some space, and it literally moves Lomachenko's whole body back. I mean, he's looking like the younger, fresher fighter. And he is.
Yeah. And again, you and I, we never make excuses for fighting, but we don't know if it's the layoff or what, or just the age and father time pretty much possibly catching up. But right now, credit to Jemaine Ortiz, he looks good.
He absolutely does. I give him all the credit for being prepared and ready for this opportunity, and his confidence was contagious in the fighter meeting.
Yeah.
And I think he's giving Lomachenko all that he can handle right now.
As confident should be. He fought against the great Jamel.
He said he was ready for this moment. He said, you know, the progression on how things have gone have got him to this point. And I don't think he would have felt that way had he not fought you the way that he did and you had not given him that word. I mean, he's come a long way from that draw against Adorno. He was dropped twice.
I mean, he shocked me from that. He shocked me from that. You know, remember, he was put down twice in that fight.
And that was a year and a half ago.
Yeah. So a lot has, he's
had 2 fights since then, since that draw against Adorno.
Yep.
He had Nahir Albright and he had you, in which he went to the 10-round distance both times. And here he is against Vasily Lomachenko. And pouring it on, once again, at the end of a round.
Yep.
There is Alexander Usyk looking on at his best friend and stablemate, both managed by Igis Klimas, and now they show him up on the screen, one that is not shy in front of the camera. Such a great personality, great smile. Show the gap. Usyk, smile. No gap. What performances did he have against Anthony Joshua? Spectacular. Looking so good up there at heavyweight. And
he gives guys like Richard Ortiz hopes for the future as well, for being a smaller heavyweight. He's surely dominating the division right now.
And I mentioned it earlier, but again, the first scheduled 12-rounder for Jemaine Ortiz. As we approach round 9, what adjustments do you think that Lomachenko needs to make, Jamel?
His corner told him the right things in the last round. He has to press him, and you know, he has to beat Ortiz at his own game. You know, Ortiz gets on the inside. He tries to flurry and bully and Lomachenko at times. Well, Loma needs to get on the inside and target that eye as they asked him to do in the last round. Oh, nice shot from Lomachenko.
He got on the inside that time off the double jab and then let go with the left hand. Almost kind of chopped down with it.
Back him up. Back him up to make that jab.
And there's a good left hand that got in as well for Lomachenko here, round 9.
Oh,
and then back comes Ortiz.
He has to get his head to the side.
Big combination there for Lomachenko. Good round so far for the Ukrainian.
Tie him up. I love how referees quickly breaking him up though. And this is what I mean when I fought Jemaian Ortiz. That time he took breaks in those breathers. You hear the crowd screaming, chanting for Loma. Oh, ooh. Good lead right hand from Ortiz there. Both of them, you know, taking a slight breather. But I believe so far, you know, Lomachenko's had the best moments in this round.
Oh, nice sneaky, slick uppercut. I like that shot from Ortiz.
Right. And then again, ended with the right hand.
Don't let him dig, back to the jab. Don't let him dig.
One thing you can't do right now, you can't stand in front of Lomachenko like that too long, because he's gonna explode. And he's gonna come in, and he's not gonna throw one punch. He's gonna come out with a flurry. That's where I feel like Lomachenko's dangerous, when you sit in front of him and you sit there just looking at him, and boom, he snaps right at you. Good combination from Ortiz.
Yeah, Ortiz.
But this is how he steals rounds.
Yep. But I mean, he's putting in the work. He gets inside and he may throw 4 or 5 punches, maybe only lands 1 or 2, but he's not letting Lomachenko get off when he does that.
Arson, baby, arson. Off the jab.
Good round for both men.
Oh, these last couple rounds are going to be so important. This round 9, Lomachenko off to a good start in that round. There's a nice uppercut shot from Lomachenko with the left hand. And there's another one.
Oh, yeah. Sneaky.
Let's go, box, baby. Easy work.
And I think we all knew that Jemaian Ortiz was going to be a tough opponent. I think Lomachenko knew that. We thought that his style might give him some fits because he's active, he's young, he's got good stamina, he throws a lot of punches, he's got good footwork, and all of that has rang true. He has absolutely showed up and showed out tonight through these first 9 rounds.
Yes, he has. And here's where I believe that, again, this is round 10. My fight with Ortiz was 10 rounds.
Yep.
But
good counter shot right there from Lomachenko.
But this is where I believe he gets his second win there. So you can see he's going back to, you know, starting strong. Lomachenko, a surgeon in here. Good body shot from Lomachenko.
I mean, although none of those punches are landing, the key thing is he's keeping Lomachenko's offense
he's keeping him busy.
on check.
Absolutely. Everything that doesn't have to land, but you have to make a movement and do something to keep your opponent guessing and on the defensive. You do not want a guy like Lomachenko to get on the offensive.
And Lomachenko also not jabbing as much.
No. Good counter from Ortiz, go to the body.
Back to the jab. Nice.
Good body, try to get from Ortiz.
Good shot, strong jab from Ortiz down to the body. Good counters there by Loma.
Yep.
Back to the jab.
Good shanks from both.
Go the right. Go with the right. He's ready for the right. Nice. Chop him up. Got him up fast, so Jermaine. Dale. Back him up with the jab, baby. Tira, tira, tira. Hay que tirar, papi. Haga eso.
Loma welcoming the breather perhaps as well. I mean, usually, yeah. You would think in a fight that I'm sure he senses is close, that he would, with under 30 seconds left to go, try to press and let his hands go more, but every time he does, Ortiz is right there with him.
Shooting right back.
They lost the jab. Again. Tira.
And Jermaine Ortiz gets ready to start round 11 for the first time in his professional career. Lomachenko has been there time and time again, but this is uncharted territory for Jermaine Ortiz. But looking to me and to you, Jamel, to be in tremendous shape. And he gets caught with a good shot here to start round 11. And Lomachenko has started a few of these rounds early too, but it's been Jermaine Ortiz who has finished them. But if I'm Haney, if I'm Shakur, if I'm any of these guys and I'm watching this version of Vasily Lomachenko, do you think that they're going to be too scared to enter the matrix? I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
I think you can tell that he's stepped down a little bit.
Yeah.
Step back.
I believe like a guy like Haney, you know, who's probably more skilled than Ortiz, is probably, you know, licking his chops.
And he very well may be facing Jermaine Ortiz next.
Exactly. So yeah, it's not over yet.
Almost looked like Lomachenko pushed the ref off there. Some strong combination there. And like you said, for not a moment can you fall asleep against Vasily Lomachenko, because he will capitalize.
Again, this is uncharted territory for Ortiz. Lomachenko's been here countless nights. Nice flurry of combination from Ortiz, but we need more of that.
And these are those championship rounds. No real belt on the line, but nonetheless, you get the sense that
a lot in the future on the line, though, for sure, especially for Lomachenko. He wants to. He's always came close to that undisputed fight, but something's always going wrong. This is his chance to, to finally get a hold of it.
And he had that chance against Teofimo Lopez and could not capitalize. He is potentially a fight away, if you want to call this like a title eliminator, if you will, for undisputed. But Jermaine Ortiz has rose to the challenge and coming in this fight as an underdog. And he's looking like a top dog in the division right now. And you saw it firsthand. He's tough.
Yeah, he's still, They are really going for broke. They are putting it on the line. This is a great fight. Jermaine Ortiz has definitely shown us a different dynamic to his skill, like you pointed out. He's only had 2 fights since you know, well, this being his 3rd, but since the Dono fight, and he's improved greatly. Oh.
One more round to go here at the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside Hulu Theater, Madison Square Garden, we go to the 12th and final round.
Sharp. I want to see everything off the jab.
I mean, these judges have a very tough task with some of these rounds.
The world is watching you, baby. Upset, upset, upset. Let's go, baby. Upset. Come on.
Here we go, the 12th and final round as they touch him up. Which one of these fighters can punch their ticket to a potential world title challenge in their next bout? Jermaine Ortiz or Vasily Lomachenko? This has been a very back and forth battle. High class stuff here. And big shot right there from Lomachenko once again to start the round here, round 12. Nothing behind it though.
Yeah.
Back to the jab. Some more good shots there from Lomachenko. Head hunting. Both of these guys have been, for the most part, this fight. Not a lot of work to the body. Oh, another good combination. Ortiz falling asleep a little bit here to start round 12.
Can't play around. Oh, that shoe shot and ain't gonna get it. He needs to press forward, just like that. He needs to continue pressing forward. Both of them, really. Both of them. They both need to take control of this round. To be crucial.
I sense a little bit more sense of urgency here from Lomachenko than I do Ortiz in the first minute of this round.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, though, that comes from experience. Lomachenko's been here many times. He knows how to close out the show. He knows what's on the line.
Lomachenko did outthrow Ortiz according to CompuBox in that last round. He threw 60 punches, landed 14 compared to 54, and just 7 landed for Ortiz in round 11. He outthrew Jermaine Ortiz in rounds 10 and rounds 11.
Ortiz, nice count from Ortiz. Little check hook there.
Ortiz goes back to the jab. One minute left in the fight.
Man, you hear he's in the corner, urging him. Hey, push.
I mean, you got to give it all you have. Right here, you know what is at stake for both fighters.
Your future's on the line. For both fighters, your future's on the line.
And with that being said, Lomachenko has also let off the gas a little bit here this last minute. Looks to push forward, maybe staggered Ortiz for just a second as Ortiz looks to hold.
Sweat flying everywhere over here, folks.
20 seconds to go. Ortiz pushes forward, but not connecting anything there. Solid round for Lomachenko to close the show. He's gonna hold him to the bell here, and that is it. 12 rounds, they go the distance. Strong round to finish for Vasily Lomachenko, but was that enough to get it done?
And the crowd are on their feet with a round of applause, and I'm even clapping for both gentlemen.
I mean, spectacular fight, a lot of back and forth action. Jermaine Ortiz started very strong. Vasily Lomachenko finished very strong.
Yeah.
Outthrowing and outlanding Jermaine Ortiz the last 3 rounds. As Lomachenko comes over to the Ortiz corner to show respect for what was a spectacular fight that we all got to witness here
Wasn't easy. Neither for either man. It wasn't easy.
Devin Haney and Bill Haney conversing ringside. And this one is gonna go to the scorecards. Nonetheless, everybody, if they didn't know who Jemейн Ortiz was before tonight, with all due respect,
right.
you know,
They know him now.
Jamel, your fight, they absolutely know him now. Went the distance with Vasily Lomachenko. Possibly, I mean, we're going to go to the scorecards and see how the judges have this one scored, but we knew it would be a tactical fight.
Yeah.
He said, Ortiz said it would be a dance battle. Lomachenko said, I respect his skills. He knows boxing.
Yeah.
Here's the look at the CompuBox numbers. A lot of it looking really even. I mean, they both threw a close amount of punches, both landed. I mean, 607 total punches for Jemейн Ortiz, 571 for Lomachenko. Lomachenko landed 125 of those. A total percentage of 22% of his punches to 20% of Jemейн Ortiz. Lomachenko landed 16 body punches to just 11 for Ortiz. But Ortiz did throw more jabs and did throw more power punches. So what are these judges gonna like? What did they see? What do you think, Jamel?
You know, I get nervous when you have these long and silences throughout, waiting for the judges' announcement.
I'm sure they are feeling that way too, right? What does that feel like?
It's nerve-wracking. Like my heart is beating now to figure like this. I don't know.
Is that how you felt, like in the Ito fight?
Oh, the Ito fight. No, because the Ito fight, I felt I was real dominant in that fight. But when you have close,
but when you're waiting for the decision on a big moment,
in a big moment, it's like you start second guessing yourself. Like maybe I should have done a little bit more here and there, but we'll see.
We are waiting for Mark Chinook to make his way to the center of the ring. He is getting in place now. He has the decision that everybody is so anxiously awaiting, and we will see who comes out of this one victorious. Will it be Jemейн Ortiz remaining undefeated, or will it be Vasily Lomachenko? Here's Mark Chinook.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds here inside Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. John McKay scores the bout 115-113. Mark Constantino scores the bout 116-112. And Frank Lombardi scores the bout 117-111. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And new NABF lightweight champion, Vasily Lomachenko!
And Vasily Lomachenko is your winner tonight by unanimous decision. He is now 17-2 as a professional, and perhaps more importantly, has got a potential shot to fight once again for undisputed as he comes over to Jemейн Ortiz and actually gives him the belt. Jamal, he took that NABF lightweight title and handed it to Jemейн Ortiz.
He has bigger fish to fry, I guess.
Here's Bernardo Osuna. He is standing by with Vasily Lomachenko. Let's see what the winner tonight has to say.
Welcome to the state of boxing. Bernardo Osuna alongside Vasily Lomachenko. A hard-fought victory tonight. Vasily, first off, what did it feel like to be back in the ring after everything you've been through over the last 10 months?
I'm happy. I'm happy to come back in the ring and make this a great show. Thank you for support. Thank you for support, my fans. I wanted to say big thank you, God, Jesus Christ, my team, my father, my manager, all of my team, my family. And I told before, Jermaine Ортіс is a top fighter, is a good fighter, he understands boxing.
I think that's the greatest compliment, Vasily Lomachenko, you can give any fighter. You spent 5 weeks with him in the gym as you were preparing for the Comey fight. What did you think when he switched southpaw on you tonight?
We prepare for this. I know about it. He always do this during a fight, so it's not a surprise for me.
What motivated you in those championship rounds in what seemed to be a very close fight, even though some of the judges didn't see it as close as most of the observers did?
You know what motivated me. Of course, 4 belts. 4 belts.
4 belts. What about your countrymen in the crowd who came out here tonight and just was with you every step of the way?
Как тебе понравился крауд?
It's unbelievable. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ukraine.
You mentioned the 4 belts. The man who holds the 4 belts is here. Devin Haney, the Dream, is here, and it's obviously very important. Devin, what did you think of Vasily's performance tonight?
I think it wasn't the best performance, but I know that if me and Loma was a fight, a better version would be on that night. But congratulations, and hopefully we can get it on.
You have said...
Is lightweight? Is this lightweight?
He's a big lightweight.
No, it's heavyweight.
Now,
in the ring, I'll show you.
Okay. I will be ready.
You've said that you are willing to make any concession that Devin Haney wants to make this fight. How bad do you want this?
Ты сказал, что ты сделаешь все, чтобы сделать этот бой. Как сильно ты хочешь этого боя?
Look, I'm ready. I told before, I'm ready, and I'm ready for any option.
Anytime, any place. I heard those words when you were going to fight for the undisputed title. How do you feel about Lomachenko saying, whatever you want, let's just get it done?
That's what I like to hear. I took the risk. I went over to Australia twice. Everything that George Kambosos mandated to me, I signed up for. So we'll see when we go to negotiating.
When you look at Devin Haney and the way he fought against George Kambosos in his 2 fights, what did you see?
Look, he is an undisputed world champion. You can talking about world champion. He is a top fighter. That's why he is a world champion.
Tonight, the 10 months off, did you feel that, or was Jemaine just young, athletic, and difficult?
Yeah, but I need more time for preparation, and I will be ready.
All right, the undisputed champion has walked away now, but the gauntlet has been dropped, and we will hopefully have a battle for undisputed Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko. Both want it. Let's get it done.
And I hope that they can get it done.
Yes, finally.
And I think that Devin Haney is probably feeling even more confident in what he saw tonight, seeing Lomachenko firsthand. Because I don't feel like it was Lomachenko's best performance, and kudos to Jermaine Ортіс. I think it was a little closer than 117, 111 on that scorecard, 115, 113, okay. But nonetheless, your winner by unanimous decision. Your final thoughts on our main event?
Kudos to both men. Much love and respect for Jermaine Ортіс for stepping up. He didn't necessarily have to take this fight. He didn't need this fight, but he's seen the opportunity, he stepped up to the plate, and he gave it one hell of a performance. And also kudos again to Vasily Lomachenko. The layoff showed, but he showed the heart of a champion, and he dug deep, and he did what he had to do in those championship rounds that you pointed out to.
I have to agree with you, partner, and thank you for joining me and holding it down earlier tonight on the broadcast as I was taking care of some other duties. But Vasily Lomachenko is back. He is in the win column, and he could have potentially set himself up, if all goes well in negotiations, to fight for the coveted 4 belts and take on undisputed lightweight champion Devin the Dream Haney. For Marty Corwin, our entire crew in the truck, and my broadcast partner Jamel Herring, I'm Christina Poncher, and we'll see you next time.